Consoles used to get cheaper. A year in, the price dropped, then dropped again. Not anymore. Today the machine costs more than it did at launch. The games hit $80, and the ones you already bought can be switched off from a server room you will never see. These are 10 times gaming charged you more and handed you less. Number 10. Number 10. PlayStation Plus. The toll booth bolted onto hardware you already own. On September 6, 2023, Sony raised the 12-month Essential plan from $59.99 to $79.99. $20 more every year just to play online on a console sitting in your living room. The games did not change. The number on your card did. This is the model now, and it only ever goes up. Number 9. The PlayStation 5, a console that got more expensive as it aged. It launched at $499.99. Then on August 21, 2025, 5 years in, Sony raised the standard model to $549.99, with the disc-less digital edition at $499. Consoles are supposed to get cheaper over time. This one went the other way. Sony blamed tariffs and memory chips. You just paid more for the same box. Number 8. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, the library you rent instead of own. On October 1, 2025, Microsoft raised it 50% overnight, from $19.99 to $29.99 a month. Stop paying and the games vanish, because you never owned any of them. The backlash was loud enough that by April 2026, they walked it back to $22.99. Still up, and everyone who forgot to cancel paid the difference. Number 7. The Nintendo Switch 2 and the $80 Mario Kart. Nintendo, the value brand, launched its new console at $449.99 on June 5, 2025, $150 more than the original Switch. And its flagship launch game, Mario Kart World, costs $79.99. That is the first $80 first-party Nintendo game on the priciest Nintendo console yet. The company that sold cheap fun just joined the $80 club. Number 6. Grand Theft Auto 6, where $80 became the floor. Rockstar opened pre-orders at $79.99 for the Standard Edition and $99.99 for the Ultimate, ahead of the November 19, 2026 launch. Here is the part that stings. Buy it physical and the box ships with a download code, not a disc. The biggest game of the decade sets the new price and quietly kills the thing you could resell. Number 5. The Xbox Series X, the worst price hike in the room. It launched at $499.99 in 2020. As of August 1, 2026, the disc model costs $799.99, and even the digital version is $749.99. That is $300 more for a 6-year-old machine. Microsoft points at memory and storage costs. Whatever the reason, the same console now costs 60% more than it did at launch. Number 4. The PlayStation 5 Pro and the disc drive it sells you separately. The Pro is $699.99. It has no disc drive. If you want to play the discs you already bought and paid for, the add-on drive costs another $79.99. So the all-in price to use your own library climbs near $780. They did not just raise the price. They put a paywall on your shelf. Number 3. Concord, the $40 game that lasted 2 weeks. Sony launched its live service shooter at $39.99 on August 23, 2024. At its peak, it drew 697 players on Steam. 2 weeks later, the servers went dark on September 6th, and Sony refunded everyone. You got your money back. But the lesson stuck. A full-price game you buy today can be erased from existence before the month is out. Number 2. Multiversus, the free game that still took your money. Warner Bros. Shut its servers down on May 30, 2025, and delisted it from every store. Free to download, yes, but players poured real cash into Founders Packs and premium currency for characters and skins. When the servers died, all of it died with them. No refunds. A live service game can take your $100 of cosmetics and simply turn off the lights. Number 1. The Crew, the game Ubisoft argued you never owned. You bought it, disc or download, for $60. On March 31, 2024, Ubisoft switched off the servers, and every copy on Earth stopped working, single player included. Then, sued over it. Ubisoft told the court buyers should not have expected to own the game forever. That is the ownership era in one sentence. You did not buy a game. You rented a license they could revoke. So that is the tab. Consoles that cost more, games at 80, and libraries someone else can switch off. Which one actually burned you? Drop it in the comments. If you want the receipts before the next price hike, subscribe to Signal tomorrow. I will see you on the next one.